Have a holly jolly Christmas. All right, that's it. What I have here today is American rounds, 8 shot. Well, in this case, 7.5 shot versus the Russian silver beer. That was horrible. I apologize for that, but it's very interesting looking at these rounds. The differences between the two. Now, the Russian, they say that they're 2 3/4, and this is also 2 3/4. But if I bring the camera down here, you can see that the Russian on the right is much taller, and it reaches the full length due that it doesn't have a crimp. It's just packed in there. What you also should notice is that the Russian rounds are zinc plated, as it says on the case. I don't know why they choose to do this, but I also have a Russian flare, which conveniently are made out of the same material. Now, the back is boxer primed, just like an old Mosin or anything, and it should fire out of my shotgun just fine. What we're going to do in this video is compare the spread and also just compare the effectiveness versus an American round. The American rounds, barely any shake in there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Russian. It's like an instrument. So, they're loosely packed in there, and I'm curious to see what exactly is going to be the results. So let's do that. What I got here is Bolty. It's a very, very old, made in 1951 bolt-action shotgun. It has no serial number because, fun fact, guns were not required to have serial numbers until 1968. Now, what's going on with this shotgun is that I needed a new YouTube shotgun. My 870 was simply too expensive to keep destroying the barrel because they're $140. If you look at it, you can get the Mossberg ones, whatever. That's a side note. But this gun itself was $100 in really good condition. It holds 3 shots. It's a bolt-action 12. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this Bolty as my shotgun. Now, the reason I'm filming inside right now is because I want to run my test outside, and it is extremely windy, and I know that camera's not going to pick it all up. So, this is what I'm doing. And basically, my plan, there's a bunch of snow outside. To the left, at the same distance, I'm going to shoot the normal American-made Birdshot. To the right, I'm going to shoot the Russian. We should see the pattern of the snow at the same distance. It will come in handy as a good idea for the spread. So, let's run this test as we wish. First shot is American. Second shot, Russian. To the right. Okay, after analyzing the evidence on the shot, American versus the Russian, Russian on the right, American left. It was about 30 yards on the shot, and what was interesting on the Russian shot is that whatever was in it, the wad per se, it landed in the center. It seemed like it tore up more, but they had about the same spread. But the American shot, the wads must be different because there was not as much debris, not as much torn up snow right in the center of the shot. Okay guys, I'm going to speak up in case the wind gets the mic. Anyway, I'm going to shoot this old pumpkin with the American-made rounds, and I'm going to shoot this old pumpkin with the Russian. See how they fare as far as energy transfer, everything like that. These are really old, mushy pumpkins, but they're also pretty frozen. So today's a really good day to shoot them, I guess. Let's do it. What's easy to notice here is the poor quality. Sorry for that, but it's filmed at 400 frames per second, and the melon stayed in 1 with the American Birdshot. It's to be expected. It's low power, but it just simply blew a hole right through the pumpkin. Very minimal damage. Whereas the Russian blew it apart. You can see debris fly everywhere. It split the melon right in half. There was really nothing left of the innards on this thing, and it shows the sheer power that the Russians pack into this one shell. It's very impressive, much more power than the American. Okay, so here is the American Birdshot and what it did. It's still one melon, essentially. You have the entry over here, with the exit being a big exit hole, as to be expected. Pretty impressive, you know, typical. And then here's the Russian. This confirms everything. Bigger melon, bigger surface area, still just split it apart. I would say that these have significantly more power. Way to go, Russians, for making powerful Birdshot. Yeah, congratulations. One thing better than Americans for sure. Hi, buddy. What's that? What's that? There you go. Good boy. You like pumpkin? He likes the pumpkin.